Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Jay from Keeping It Real, your arbiter of gaming news and commentary, hitting you off with a studio production video where you know this is your channel, where all gamers' voices are heard. With your boy Jay, always dropping the word. Keeping them other gaming YouTubers like, what you heard? And where you always know, we always keep it all the way real. So what's up, everybody? Just want to thank you all for checking out my studio production video again. And like always, your boy Jay is back live in effect. Sorry it's been a little quick minute. But your boy had to pay some bills, so you know how that go. But like always, I'm ready to dig back in yet again and report some news for you guys, man. There's been some interesting things that's been taking place recently with Microsoft. It looks like if you've been checking out that title, man, it's basically coming down to why everything is going to change. And I'm going to go ahead and link in the description a new interview that was done by Major Nelson and Albert Penella, man, the guy from the Xbox team, where they're explaining in no certain terms, man, laying out the strategy and what is the messaging going to be for the X. And I'm here to say, man, I'm really digging it. Now, you guys know there's been a lot of criticism from, guys in the Xbox community about how Microsoft is messaging the X and making sure there's no discrepancies and that everything is clear, and it's clear and simple messaging that just about anybody can understand, and it communicates to the customers that, hey, yeah, man, I know exactly why I would want to get this thing, and I'm gonna be excited for it. So it looks like, man, from this interview, that, man, they're laying it out in no uncertain terms, man, that this thing is the end-all be-all for consoles, and you will get the best experience on the X, hands down, bar none. And they're showing off a couple of different games, and man, I gotta say, man, they're looking, I mean, if you're looking at that when you check it out, man, I got a little bit of it playing in the background. It is gorgeous, and that's under 1080p compressed YouTube viewing, and especially on mine, man, and it's still gorgeous. So I'm just saying, imagine how that's going to look on your X on a 4K TV, or even a 1080p TV, man, because you're going to get that beautiful super sampling and you're still going to get all the benefits just without the 4K, and you're still going to get the HDR, because you got to remember, if you have the S, you still get HDR. So the cool thing is it looks like, man, they really got the messaging down. They spoke about the cool thing about the enhancements is that when a new update that's going to drop in the fall, where you could literally, all your games on the X is going to categorize to be exactly what are the enhanced games. So you're going to know where all the enhanced games are going to actually prioritize all the enhanced games and categorize them where you could easily be able to see them and be able to know each game that's going to be enhanced that's in your library already. And I'm talking about when it comes to your games and apps. When you look up your games and apps, you're going to be able to see which games are enhanced, which is a really cool feature that's going to be built right into the update of the X, as well as being on the S, which is interesting because that means that, games that you want to maybe look into of the reason of why you want to update to the X, well, you're going to be able to see that on the S, where it's going to say, well, this game is enhanced. So you'll be able to know why when you're playing that game, well, yeah, this is a game that's enhanced as well. So maybe I might want to, and once you start seeing all those games that are enhanced on the X, might give you a little indication that, hey, man, it would be really worth it, because maybe 90% of the games that I'm playing already are enhanced on the X. So I think that's a really cool feature built into the update. Another thing is that I think it's really cool that, and this may be a small thing, but a guy like me, I'm a physical guy. I love, physical content. When I go, I love the whole experience of going and buying my copy, and then getting it physical, especially if I'm getting a limited edition. or collector's edition, I want to get all my stuff. I'm one of those guys that I like to see it. So I think it's cool that they're going to be, of course, placing the Xbox Enhanced on the box where you can see it right there and it's clear and visible to people when they're picking it up. Along with, they explained in detail exactly what the enhance is going to be. Whether it's going to be 4K or it's going to be high texture or ultra settings, or 60 frames per second in HDR. All that's going to be displayed right there in the enhance, and it's going to explain to you. Now, obviously, as you guys know, when it comes to developers, they're using the power of the X differently. But I think it's pretty universal where, you know, the 4K or the push to 4K is a universal thing for a lot of developers. And that's why I think it's another cool thing that, you know, another one of the great news is that it looks like going forward, options for how you want to run the game, like in as in what you're seeing in Tomb Raider, is going to be more of a thing. So imagine that, guys. A lot of us that we you know, unsacrificed 60 frames per second. Well, you're going to be able to get that in a lot of games. And if you want to mix of both, well, you could toggle it, you know, toggle it whichever way you want to that fits you. And you can experiment and try playing it in different modes to see which one fits you and that you desire the best. I just think that's awesome because obviously more options is better. And that's why I've been saying about the X. This even from the beginning. And the reason why I'm pro Xbox is because it gives me options. You know, and that, I think as a gamer or even just as a consumer, that's one of the most important things we want to have. We don't want to be left out. Well, the companies is going to tell you what it's going to be and you don't get any options. Like, I'm the one paying for this. You know, no, give me the option. And that's why I think anyone who argues for stuff like not having backwards compatibility, you're a fool, you know, and people want to talk about corporate slaves. That's as corporate slave as it gets. If you really think about it, as someone who argues against something that's better for you, like that tells you how brainwashed you are and how ignorant you are when you want to argue, oh, well, who cares about, you know, backwards compatibility? Yeah. The only person who doesn't care about it is a company that's profiting off of it, not giving it to you, and making more money off of just doing remakes over and over again and charging you every step of the way, or making a stream system that's subpar and charging you for games that you could have just been playing if it was backwards compatible. Those are the only ones who benefit off that, not you. But I digress, man. You can't tell these fools anything. They don't. They just don't get it. And then they want to call other people Xbox guys corporate slaves. It's like, man, it boggles my mind, but I digress, man. But anyway, getting back on track, man, this is a great thing. I think everything is about to change. Obviously, like I've been saying before, the planets and the stars are aligning, man. It's all gonna be on X at this point. And it looks like, man, Microsoft is finally, they're getting their messaging on point. You got things like Taco Bell. You got Doritos. I think they might be doing a Mountain Dew thing. They just doing it all over the place, man. They got all this advertising setting up. I've never really seen this huge push of advertisement, and looks like they're now getting their messaging straight. They got a host of things coming down the pike, like a revamp to your achievements, making it more profound and making it more meaningful. They got avatars, the new avatars that are going to be coming in. It's just so many, man. I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like we've been hit with one good thing after another. I mean, you don't see nothing coming from the PS4 Pro camp. Nothing's coming from over there. They got little things here and there, but I mean, as for like things when it comes to just one good thing, one open new thing, one new feature after another, like it's getting hard to keep track of all this stuff that Microsoft is doing right now when it comes to the X-Men. And when it just comes to their platform, it's getting hard to keep up with it. I mean, literally, man, I'm looking at, a list of all these things, and it's like, man, it's to the point where it's like, man, I can't remember all this stuff, man. It's getting crazy. So, and really, honestly, when they spoke about in this interview with Major Nelsons about the enhanced games, obviously, this is catching on with developers like wildfire. And you don't really on by comparison with the Pro, it's really not much of anything. They got new games coming out on the Pro that ain't even really enhanced at all. That looks virtually the same as the PS4 standard. So it's kind of sad to see that, you know. I hope what this will do is have Sony pick up their game a little bit, and actually start having some more enhanced games, because people who invested into the Pro, they deserve to have more enhanced games and actually have a reason to, you know, purchase and have the Pro, you know. So hopefully, man, they'll clear that up and start getting more games enhanced for the Pro. But overall, man, things are about to seriously change with the Xbox. I mean, I see everything aligning just as what I predicted. And what I've been saying for a long time, man, that Microsoft, they have a plan, and they're implementing this plan step by step. And whether if we want it to be faster or be better, or, you know, whatever it is, they're making it happen, man. And I'm really seeing that this is the recipe for success, man. They're building everything on a platform to where it's a very attractive platform that anybody, no matter what you game on, you would want. Their diversity in games are stupid, and this keeps getting better and better as time goes on. You know, if people were thinking they're not invested in first party titles, you're going to be sadly mistaken next year at next year's E3. I don't know how many games they got to come out, you know, exclusives that they gotta release before people believe that they're invested. But, you know, I don't know how much money they gotta invest. I mean, I don't know if $1 billion is not enough for you, but it's damn sure enough for me to be invested in first party titles. So it's like, you know, people are gonna find out, you know. And obviously, and for anyone who is shouting Xbox done, you're gonna find out just how done you gonna look and how stupid you gonna look when the X just is wildly successful. And it's only being that way because it's serving the gamers. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. Anyone who speaks against something that serves the gamers, then you're anti-gamer. Simple as that. It comes down to that simple fact. And you got to look at why are you anti-gamer? Because you're a hater and because you're insecure. You know what I mean? About what you being loyal to whatever console, you know, and not loyal to your pocketbook in what you want. So yeah, man, I'm gonna be you know, one of those guys that's gonna say straight up, man, I think this is gonna be, they're gonna be wildly successful in this, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Not, you know, Microsoft, they're a big company, man. They're gonna make money, man, either way it goes. I'm less excited about that. I'm more, because they ain't making me no money. I'm more excited about the fact that, you know, I'm going to be able to have all the best versions of games, and everything is going to change. I mean, I'm going to tell you this. For me personally, I've been sitting here waiting for the X. It's a lot of games I've been holding off from playing. And I think it's kind of funny because if you look at the market right now, you've been seeing the S has not been doing very good because there is a major, like, recoil right now, waiting on the X. You know, it's stupid. You guys gonna see. It's just crazy to think about that. But we got a major recoil right now, just waiting on the X, seeing the performance of the X. You got people in all demographics that are just looking out to see how good the X is gonna really be. And I think our early scenes of this, looking at a lot of these games that are being showcased now, is telling us that it's gonna be what we wanted and more. You know, Microsoft is over delivering. So really excited about this prospect, man. I would love to see what you guys think. So hit me up in the comment box. Tell me what you think. Do you think everything's about to change? And have you been paying attention to, you know, all the things that Xbox has been doing? I mean, all the news has been coming out, man. It's just, it's ridiculous. It seems like every day there's something new that's coming out that they're doing. Just making this platform better and better, and more attractive to any and everybody. So yeah, man, that's going to be my video for today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Go ahead and hit that bell.
This is Jay.
You know,
I'm always keeping it real, and I'm gone.
Until the next time.